what it is, what it do. It's your girl Brittany, back better, another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is, I know what it is. We both know I post frequently. All right, y'all, say it with me collectively. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping. We doing a Dougie bow, our Dougie yow into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, y'all, so in today's video, we are going to get into some young and reckless thoughts and opinions and explanations. Because as y'all know, Kennedy took the biggest L of young and reckless history. Because why is you sitting up there dogging that girl out, saying how that girl looked like yesterday, and when yesterday said, catch this fade, all of a sudden you turned into Glorilla and you love tomorrow. Like, it's a no for me every time. So they started off the panel with Nugs basically just saying that she did give Kennedy some advice and told Kennedy, like, hey girl, you gonna have to fight. You're going to have to catch your phase. You can't be doing all this talking and not ready to run and catch your phase. So Kennedy like, oh, I don't care what the fans say. It ain't that deep. But mind you, even before this little snip, we was already turning on her slowly. We was already like, she's not my cup of tea. Very slowly. So Kennedy was like, she don't care about what the fans had to say. We can kiss it, da. But now all of a sudden she's running like a track star in comments, making reply videos and everything else because she obviously cares about our opinion and she sees that we're not stunning her like that. And 10 times out of 10, we prefer her to exit stage left and never come back on our TV screen. Boom. So Chassity ends up jumping in and Chassity like, oh, Nugs, I wish you could have gave me game. Like, I wish you, would have had that same output for me because you seen that I really wasn't where I needed to be or whatever. So as y'all know, on the episode, Chassity did express that she liked Nugs. She had a little crush on Nugs. Whatever, child. So she ends up letting it be known like, oh, well, the only reason why I didn't step out of my comfort zone was because I have social anxiety and PTSD. And it seemed as though, y'all was really messing with Nene, and I didn't just want to step out of my comfort zone nor be around people who were around Nene and feeling Nene. Like, I just didn't know what it was going to give. She's a cornball to me. Nugs told her that's not an excuse. You can definitely tell she's 21 because she don't have any type of maturity on her just yet. My thing is this. But I can't wait to see her and Lauren get down. I definitely really think Lauren's going to take her, though. I think Lauren's going to take her through there. Because it's like, girl, get out there. Like, girl, do your thing. Do your thing. What do you mean you have social anxiety? Why would you come on a show knowing that you have social anxiety? Why would you come on a show? Why even go through the application process, doing the audition? Why even take yourself through all that knowing that, hey, I have social anxiety? Like, girl, this is a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity. That, they be knowing from how we look at the season and be like, okay, bring them back. We can go without them. I just feel like that's bull. And not only that, I feel like it shows the lack of maturity on a lot of women's part, that a lot of women haven't got out of this high school mindset. First of all, if they hanging with Nene or not, they don't know neither one of y'all. So, yeah, if she cling to her roommate, okay, but y'all ain't there them but 5 days. Why would they feel like they owe Nene some type of loyalty to where they can't talk to you? It's the mindset of a girl versus a woman. Like, a woman still gonna speak, hey, y'all, whatever, A woman still gonna put themselves out there, but a girl will still, shield herself and protect herself from rejection. It's like, if they would have rejected you, oh, well. Like, it could have been like, oh, well. Like, it's cool. I got rejected. It's nothing. Wipe it off, dust yourself off and keep going. I think we should have went in it with that mindset. I think that mindset would have helped her more, just in my opinion, because it definitely gives, like, what was the purpose of you being on the show? Andre did butt in, and Andre was like, you know, in his opinion, Chassity is one of the fan favorites. Now, I'm going to put my seatbelt on, put the car in reverse when I say this. I think in the beginning of the season, everybody liked her because her confessionals was funny and they did eat down. But after she got to fight with Nene, and it was a good fade on both ends, you barely heard from them since. Like, they haven't did anything to really keep my attention. Like, she is pretty. I do like her confessionals, but okay, if I'm looking at a scene, usually when they put her confessionals in, she's just telling me what we already seen. And it's like, okay, I'm looking at it. I don't need that skip for me. I'll skip if all they gonna do is re-explain what I'm looking at, or if they want to explain to me how was their thought process a few seconds before the thing happened. Like, I don't care about your thought process. I just want to see what happened. And to an extent, she had already did a show. She had did Stunner Girl show. So why should somebody necessarily have to pull you to the side to tell you how it go? She was like, she thought that she didn't know what Now That's TV was going to be on. She didn't know if they was going to keep making her fight or what. But you did the audition process and got on the show knowing the risk. You might have to keep fighting. You just never know. I mean, thank God you came at a time when Now That's TV was trying to, you know, switch things up. But I just feel like it was a poor excuse. I really do. I feel like it was a poor excuse. And she was like, well, we'll see next time. Like, if they give me another chance. To me, if I'm going off of, like, the money I spend, people like that don't deserve another chance to me. Because it's like, when you get the opportunity, go for it. When the opportunity, like, do you know how many people audition for that show? That's the number one show on Now That's TV. You should have went out your way to make sure that you did what you need to do. I feel as though when people feel like, oh, well, I could just get another chance, they should not get another chance. It should be a one and done thing. Maybe go on these smaller networks and build yourself up to where you can come back. Because, okay, if I'm not mistaken, they had Tori on Baddies Collection. Never seen her. When she came back this time on BBO, she made sure she put in the work. The work was put in. Even though I don't care for her, she still put in the work to be like, okay, y'all can't have a season 2 or part 2 without me. And then part 2, she gradually, you know, started fading. Or, you know, calming down. But she gave her all part 1. I think it's a difference when you give it your all the first time. Because, again, these opportunities don't just come to everybody. And it be a lot of people in them lines wanting the same spot as you, and you're the one who got it. Same thing when it came to Amber. Amber, to me, day one should have went home. It shouldn't have even, I don't care how many tickets y'all got for Cancun. She shouldn't have went to Cancun. Talking about on the panel, oh, well, you know, I'm older now, so I'm changing my ways. Were you changing your ways when you auditioned? Like, what is the purpose of y'all auditioning for fighting shows, hollering about some y'all a little older now and change y'all ways? What is the purpose, Sway? Because it don't be no purpose to me. That mindset goes to don't bring them back. And I know they're not going to bring Amber back. And I don't care if it's for a battle royale. I don't care if it's just to win some money. Don't bring her back. Never have to see her again. You got decked in the eye, and all of a sudden now you just can't do nothing. You ain't trying to show up for nothing. That's a waste of time to me. Moving on to Lauren. So, mind y'all, like I told y'all, Andre was making a lot of, you know, points. So he ended up saying, well, you know, when people are like Lauren, y'all consider them too hard, and this ain't South Central baddies. But, you know, with people like Chassity, y'all like, oh my God, they're too soft. Like, they're not doing enough. Like, this is young and reckless. I do think, you know, it's a balance to it. I'm not going to lie to you. I do think it's a balance to these shows. I definitely do. Because you do want people to get reckless, but you don't want people just to overdo it. Like, when Minnie was drinking too much, they felt like, okay, like, now you being annoying, now you getting on our nerves, like, girl, get yourself together. To me, when it comes to Lauren is, I don't think that she did too much. I just think it's the way Lauren argues. Lauren argues like a little girl throwing a tantrum. Definitely think that, she got hands on her. She don't play. She stand on business. But I think it's the way she go about it. Like, the way she go about it is just so little girlish. You would think that she was 12. Throwing a little temper tantrum because she didn't get her favorite pizza for the day. I think that's what's irritating about Lauren. She needs to learn how to argue better and not throw a tantrum. And I don't think that she necessarily, like, the way she throws her little fits don't represent South Central baddies. Because South Central baddies be heavy on my mama, on the homies, on my souls. Like, you hear more of that. And they really, like, they'll talk for a little minute, but they not finna do all what Lauren doing. They not finna break out in full tantrum mode. If anything, they gonna say a few words and they be like, okay, come on. Like, they are very, come on, like, we gonna fight. Them girls really came from fighting. They don't come from arguing. They not finna do all that. Maybe if y'all on the media, they'll argue, back and forth with you. But even with that, they gonna be like, when I see you, this what I'm gonna do. It be more so like that. Lauren is like, shut up, talk to me. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Like I said, throwing a tantrum like a child. Nobody really wants to hear that more so. I think she needs to learn how to argue. Let's move on to Yaz. So, as y'all know, everybody and their daddy, their grasshopper father has been calling Yaz a follower. And I agree. I definitely agree. She's absolutely positively a follower. So she's like, I'm not no follower. I'm not no follower. I'm just a real bitch. I'm just a real bitch. No, you're a follower. You're a follower, follower. You are a follower. She is a follower because Yaz continues to insert herself in stuff that has nothing to do with her. And then after she inserts herself, depending on if that person is getting on everybody else's nerves, she turns on them. AKA how she turned on Minnie. She turned on Minnie once she seen nobody really was fooling with Minnie or liking what Minnie was doing. All of a sudden now, you don't like what she was doing either, but you swore up and down on these panels that you had Minnie's back. Never had her back though. If anything, y'all got to Cancun, you still dragging it out, talking about how she need to go home and how you gonna get somebody tennis shoes and fight her. Like, my darling, what is going on, my darling? Talking about you had me fight this girl. Nobody had you do anything, darling. It's the delusion for me. So they started talking about her and Lauren fighting. And you know how it was a good fight. It definitely was a good fight. She ends up saying, like, she just kept talking at Lauren and basically telling her, like, okay, but you was popping in too. Like, no, Kennedy don't want to fight. Like, she chilling, da-da-da. She was like, because her and Kennedy was cool like that, And apparently they was girlfriends in the house kissing each other, all this and that. So she felt like she had to protect Kennedy in a way, and she felt as though, like, no, you're not finna be popping it to her, like, you're not finna be saying that out the way to Kennedy because you was popping it at her too, like, you was doing stuff to Kennedy to make Kennedy feel this way as well. Again, inserting yourself in something that had nothing to do with you. So she said that her anxiety was on a high because Lauren kept walking back and forth, and Lauren was real irritable. So that was putting her anxiety on 10. No, what put your anxiety on 10 was you jumping in something that had nothing to do with you. You jumped in something that had nothing to do with you, already knowing that it probably could go left. And not only that, you really haven't been, I guess, beating the girls like you supposed to. Like, mind you, early on, I forgot who talked about Yaz in that hand. I think it was Andre. I think Andre was like, she could fight for real, like she get down. And, obviously we see her on this show, and it's like, get down where? Where's the get down? She might have good highlights in the fight, but she just ain't whooping these girls. She ain't whooping on them like she did whatever show she came from. She does a good job of keeping up, and she does a good job of getting her licks in, but she just ain't tearing these girls how she was tearing, I guess, some other girls on the other show that she was on. I believe the only reason why she keeps her name relevant is because she inserts herself in stuff that has nothing to do with her. Again, a follower, somebody who thirsty for a storyline, somebody who thirsty for somebody to give her some type of attention. And I definitely don't need Yaz back on my TV screen because she's not inserting herself in nothing. She's not giving nothing. She's just there being in the background. Coming back around to Lauren and Kennedy, I end up finding another live that they did on the panel. Kennedy talking about, oh, when I see Lauren, it's on site. It's on, girl, shut up. Shut up, loser. Shut up, girl. Ain't that on site? It should have been on site in that house when y'all was swimming for them 5 to 7 days. Not, at the reunion. Hopefully, they don't even invite you to the reunion. Hopefully. And they're also letting us know that we do not need to switch up on Lauren once Mel comes in the house. Apparently, allegedly, Lauren was BTAing Mel. Now, I do feel as though when Mel got back to Young and Reckless, this was right after she left Baddies Midwest. I think she was embarrassed and only really came in there to see for a little check real quick, but didn't give much because she was embarrassed on how she did, on Midwest. And she already knew that people was going to be talking about her and saying like she didn't do a good job. So I think that's more so why she just ain't do amazing this season when it came to Young and Reckless. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I love y'all. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Bye.